Hello everyone, welcome to Medal of Honor Airborne. This is probably a really forgotten Medal of Honor game. And this is one of my favorite Medal of Honor games. I think this just really truly nails what it meant to be an airborne soldier in World War II. Medal of Honor Airborne I think is excellent, but I think it had some bad luck. Medal of Honor Airborne came out in August 28, 2007 is when it came out. It launched on 360 and PS3 and PC, which is where I'm playing this here. But a little game called Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare came out just a couple of months later on November 5th, 2007. And I think that really impacted the sales and trajectory of this entire franchise since that you're still feeling the effects of to today, because following the release of this game, Medal of Honor was rebooted to the 2010 release, simply just titled Medal of Honor. It wasn't really all that good. By that point, Call of Duty was really running with its modern setting, and in 2010 we saw the release of Black Ops. The first Black Ops game came out in 2010. And I think by that point it was just a little bit too little too late, because we got Medal of Honor Warfighter on 360 and PS3, and from what I understand that game is pretty horrible. That came out in 2012. I think by that point that was what, Black Ops 2? I mean, you just couldn't stop Call of Duty at that point. So it's disappointing we haven't seen Medal of Honor really since. There's a VR World War II entry of Medal of Honor out there. But really, I don't really think that counts. And what's strange is this game is playable on PC. I'm playing it right now on PC. You can get it through Game Pass as part of that EA Play thing. But this isn't on Steam. Maybe it was on Steam at one point. I know EA kind of left Steam and then came back, and I think some games kind of got purged at that point. So I don't know if that's part of that or not. Just a little odd. So the only Medal of Honor game that you can play on Steam besides the VR entry is the 2010 reboot. I think it's a little sad what's happened to Medal of Honor. I think this really has a identity here. It's not the most perfect game, but I think graphically and from a presentation standpoint, Medal of Honor Airborne really hits everything it wants to do. And I don't think there's really anything wrong with that. How do you melee? Is it F? I'm gonna die again. I think this game's a little hard, truth be told. One thing is you can't aim down the sights and move at the same time, and I think that's kind of dumb. I don't know if there's infinite enemies spawning here or what. And if you don't have a PC and you still want to play a Medal of Honor Airborne, you can. It's backwards compatible, thankfully. So if you can get either the disc or a digital copy, and you can certainly play this on your Xbox One or your Series X. If you have the digital, you could do the Series S. I don't think it's frame boosted or any of those other modern benefits. So you're not going to see it play at higher resolutions or higher frame rates. It's simply going to play as it was intended. And that's why I kind of lean towards the PC port. I'm playing here at 1440, which is my monitor's resolution, and at a great frame rate as well. I think I remember playing this on 360, was that this had janky controls back then. Yeah, I'm gonna need to pick this up. Hello. And so I don't know if the 360 controls really hold up to today. I'm sure you can customize it in some aspect. We need to blow this up. The reviews for this were kind of mixed. Generally slightly positive, some average, some above average, but I think overall the reviews for this landed in the average category. And I think that's a little bit of a disservice. I think if you were to compare this to COD 4, it's probably absolutely no contest that COD 4 is the much better game here. But I think if you were to take the history of Medal of Honor, where it came from, it's obviously deep in the roots of PS1 and PS2 is really where this series thrived back in the day. And that's where COD kind of had its beginnings. And COD really thrived in the 360 PS3 era. So I think it's just kind of a transition period where in this release we're seeing Medal of Honor kind of waning and going away, and we're seeing the resurgence and buildup of COD. And I think Medal of Honor Airborne is that perfect release where you see the best of Medal of Honor, and with COD 4 you kind of see the best of COD, and the two kind of go in their different trajectories. Following those releases, COD continues to go up, Medal of Honor continues to go down, and here we are today. Is this going to win Game of the Year from 2007? No, absolutely not. Do I think you should play this? Yeah, I do. I think this is a lot of fun. Will we see a remastered version of Medal of Honor Airborne? I wouldn't really get your hopes up. Seems like EA is really focused on, is moving on to their new entries, their new series. But for now, this is totally playable on PC, and I wholeheartedly recommend you pick it up. Let me know your thoughts about Medal of Honor Airborne. Is this a game that you think you missed out on back in the day? You gonna try this on Game Pass? Are you gonna pick up a copy? Please let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If this is your first time here on Respawn Arcade, well, I do everything from making fun of myself playing co-op games with the Team Respawn crew to doing pieces like this, kind of looking back on great games from the past. So please look forward to that. That's going to do it for me. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you, James.